Ravine, talking Atlanta Braves here today. The Atlanta Braves are 5-13. That is not good for any team, and let alone the Atlanta Braves ball club that was supposed to be a playoff team in 2025. I and many others thought the Braves would be in the postseason, and this Braves team has gotten off to a historically bad Braves start in their franchise history, 5-13 after 18 games. That is not a good record, and they are amongst the worst teams in baseball at this point. Now, will this get better for the Bravos? Is the ship gonna turn? You guys let me know in the comment section. Can this Braves team do the unthinkable and be the first team ever to start 0-7 and make the postseason? Now, I have my hopes up that they do in fact get it done. I still think there is a good team there, but is there actually a good team there? Was there underlying issues that we just didn't analyze? And this team has had problems now over the last couple of seasons, going deep into October. So maybe this is part of a bigger issue of this Braves core. But really, all in all, I think last year it just began with the injuries, and you lose Ronald Acuna Jr. again. Spencer Strider gets Tommy John, who Spencer Strider just came back today, and predictably he had no run support and he took the loss in his first game today. Even though he pitched really well, he would take the loss, and that is super predictable because he is on my fantasy team and nobody gets wins on my fantasy team. So Strider did come back and pitch good, so that's encouraging for the Braves to get their ace back, because this is a rotation that kind of sort of pieced together, and it's not elites. Now there's guys taking strides this year, like a Grant Holmes, like a Spencer Schwallenbach, but those guys are not making their names just yet. Strider being back will help this Braves team in the long run if they could hit the ball. And at the end of the day, to score runs in baseball, to win baseball games, you got to hit the ball. You could be the lights-out dominant team on the pitching side, but you got to put the ball in play and hit the baseball, and this Braves team has been quite inept at doing that. I mean, you just check in on this team day in and day out, and they are losing ball games because they don't hit. This is a team that just does not hit, and when they do hit, well, their pitching has an off night, and that leads to a 13-loss in 18-game record. That is last place in the National League East. That is a problem for the Braves to be, 6.5, maybe even 7 games by the end of tonight. That is not good. So, I mean, what is this Braves team going to do? How do the Braves fix this? Are they going to rush back Ronald Acuna Jr.? Now, the whole timeline was for Acuna to be back early May, but may they rush him back? Should he be back by June instead? But they're rushing him back because the Braves are going to be bad to begin the year. I don't know, but getting Ronald back will help. Again, you can't expect MVP superstar Acuna in the first game. Take a little bit of getting his feet under his belt. We get that. What is that going to look like? And may the season be washed? I don't think the season will be washed. I mean, we've seen time and time again. It's not easy. It's not like, it happens every year, but we saw the Mets last year were this super mediocre team. It was just a bad clubhouse, locker room in New York. And then June came, and they just went through the rest of the season as one of the best teams in baseball and made the NLCS. So you could still have a bad start and finish good, but getting off to a bad start like this, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to make that comeback because you have to jump so many teams, and the Braves don't play in the Central Division. They play in the NL East, which is a competitive division with the Phillies and the Mets. Now, you do have the Nationals and the Marlins in there, who the Braves probably will pass at some point, but can they get themselves into a wild card position and potentially buy at the deadline, or is this team going to be sellers at the deadline? They are hosting the All-Star game this year in Atlanta, so they want to be a competitive ball club. So we'll see what the Braves do, but for me, I don't know if they're going to be division winners. I mean, can this team realistically make the climb all the way back? I mean, good thing it's April, but then again, they say you could lose a division in April, but you can't win it. But they could certainly lose the division in April, and right now they are on their way to losing the division in April. What do you guys think? Is this Braves ball club going to make the postseason? I mean, their top 3 hitters today went 1 for 12 with 11 strikeouts. How does that even happen? That is ridiculous. Michael Harris, Austin Riley, and Matt Olson, 11 strikeouts combined. And listen, those guys, good ball players. I believe they're good ball players. Obviously, we know they're good ball players, but are they a little bit overrated? That's a question I may have for you guys. Is this Braves team maybe been overrated? At their 2021 World Series championship, which was a incredible run. They weren't super dominant. They just went on a run and they got a championship with that core. But is this team maybe aging out? Are they overrated? Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. Most importantly, can the Braves make the postseason?